In a hypno-channeling session facilitated by hypnotist Naomi, the channel relays a message from an entity identifying as Moses. The core message urges the Jewish community and all of humanity to transcend rigid, divisive religious rules that foster separation. It calls for an expansive consciousness based on universal love, oneness, and compassion.
So again, I like to ask you if you have anything to tell this specific group of people, the Jewish community, any messages from you.
The time has arrived to shift to a more expansive mindset, a more universal understanding of consciousness, to break outside of custom, to move outside of structured rules, to realize what aspects of your faith are serving you and what aspects are not, and to leave those aspects that are not behind, to embrace those aspects that draw you closer to other humans, Jews and non-Jews, to embrace those aspects that understand that all of us are part of the one, to embrace those aspects that teach compassion and kindness and love rather than fear, and reject those rules or those concepts that separate you from others, where that cause lines and divisions between you and other human beings and other forms of life. There are many wonderful things about your faith, but there are many things about it also that do not serve you and do not serve others.
When you say that, how they will be able to realize that?
Ask the question, is this promoting unity or separation? If it's promoting separation, it does not come from the source. It does not come from God. It comes from humans. Because God or source, all that is, does not teach any type of division between human beings. Teaches oneness, unity, love, compassion. And at a time where not only the Jewish people, but people of all faiths of the world have to realize this. They have to move beyond religious rules that are making them think they are separate from other people, that they are separate from other species, that they are separate from the earth itself, and realize everything is connected with one universal consciousness that is God, that is Source, that is the One. And so it is not just the Jewish people, but people of all religious backgrounds who are realizing any aspect of their faith that preaches separation is coming from the minds of man and the minds of ego.
What do you like to say to the rabbis?
You are leaders in your communities, so you have the ability to influence people. You must firmly instill within them an ethic of love, a realization that God, Yahweh, is love itself, always will be. Love for all human beings, love for all of the planet, animals, plants, earth, non-human beings. If you preach this ethic and faith of love, an ethic and faith of building God's kingdom here on earth, that is a kingdom of inclusivity, a kingdom of sharing, a kingdom of welcoming, a kingdom of altruism, a kingdom of love here and now, that is what will move your communities forward and the communities of all humanity and of earth itself.
So what do you say about Zionism?
It's a doctrine built on fear and a doctrine built on separation. It's a doctrine built on the idea of a certain community being entitled to more or deserving of more than other communities. It is not a way of thinking that will move communities forward. It is a mindset based in scarcity, a mindset based in fear, a mindset based in separation. We need to start dissolving the boundaries between religious groups, realizing that there are not Christians, Muslims, Jews, Hindus, Buddhists. There are just human beings who are capable, all human beings, of communing with God, with Source, with universal love. And we do not need to divide ourselves into these groups. We do not need to fight over land. We do not need to say that one group or another group is more deserving of land than any other group. The earth is here for all of us equally.
So now I have a different question. So when someone is, let's say, watching this recording, and they will say, how can I know this is the words from Moses?
Worry not so much about whether or not this is Moses, and worry more about whether or not the message resonates with you. Ask yourself if it seems true, because the messenger does not matter. It does not matter if I am Moses, or if I am Jesus, or if I'm Buddha, or if I'm Krishna, because they are all the same. They are all messengers of the one source, the one God, the all.
So, what do you say to the people in Israel right now when they're having this conflict with Iran?
Again, it is a conflict that is based in fear-based reasoning, an ethos of attachment, an ethos of revenge and fear. Those are low vibrational, and it is not just Israel. There are plenty of other nations, including the United States, who are operating based on these vibrations and these fear-based, revenge-based beliefs. These will never be sustainable in the long run. They may give you short-term gratification. They may make you feel better and safer in the short term. They do not lead to a higher consciousness. They do not lead to unity. They do not lead to the version of reality in which human beings are dissolving these barriers that we've placed not only between religious groups, but also between countries. We need to stop seeing people as members of different countries and instead understand them as human beings, as members of a human community, as members of an interspecies community, as citizens of Earth, and members of an intergalactic community.